Chrono Odyssey has concluded their first beta weekend and the reviews have not exactly gone well. There was a lot of hype leading up to this beta weekend due to the amazing trailers and content creators hyping up this open world MMO. I had a chance to play it and I want to give a short review of this beta from the point of view of someone whose content mainly focuses on an MMORPG still in alpha. I'm also a huge fan of action combat, and I have done a lot of content for both Elden Ring and New World, which this game is constantly being compared to, so I think this is right up my alley. Speaking of New World, there were some images going around showing that this game may not just be inspired by New World, but in some cases, an exact clone. But more on that later. So hello gamers, it's Nyce, and I hope everyone patiently waiting in the stagnant MMO genre is having a nice day. Today, we will be discussing an upcoming Korean MMO, Chrono Odyssey. I want to get right to the point on this one, and before everyone jumps on me like, oh, why are you reviewing a beta and let them cook, blah blah blah. I want you to know that you are everything wrong with MMORPGs or games that are still in early access, betas, alpha, and everything like that. The reason these beta tests exist is to test and gather feedback, get player impressions so that you can gauge your audience, make adjustments, and likely test performance and server stability. So always remember to provide your feedback to, see the game that you want to see. And as most of you know, I main Ashes of Creation, another in-progress UE5 MMORPG. So I think first impressions reviews and giving your opinion on the internet is fine. I mean, if game developers got the feedback of their players early in development, we probably wouldn't have ended up with that first iteration of Throne and Liberty's combat. You guys remember that? But I digress. Chrono Odyssey's beta had a lot of issues, including horrible lighting and visuals unless you were going through one of their beautiful forests, to be honest. However, the overall lighting was bad, the world looked foggy, washed out, and it suffered a lot of the same UE5 MMO bugs I see plaguing Ashes of Creation right now. The character creator, while good, allows for perhaps too much user input, which allows you to make some true abominations if you really want to. The world itself is definitely a different kind of vibe and brings a dark gothic ambiance as your main theme of the story involves time travel and time manipulation. The music was really good too, but don't stream the game with your sound on or you'll end up demonetized like me because for some reason they are using copyrighted music. I am so serious I cannot make this up. But anyways, movement felt okay-ish, but needed a little bit of work. In my opinion, the combat actually felt pretty good, but I know most of you did not feel this way. I completely understand. As a huge Elden Ring fan and shameful New World enjoyer, this felt like a fusion of the two in order to form a good/decent action combat that just needs a little bit more tweaks. While it's not perfect, I like that ranged weapons required aim and skill. You had to actually time your dodge rolls to perfectly iframe attacks, and weapon swapping felt smooth, even mid basic attack string, unique to what I was playing. I was doing the sword and shield with the dual blades. So maybe this isn't exactly true for each of you or for each spec. I took out a lot of world bosses, which felt okay, and the instant stuff felt really fun, especially the first boss fight, which forced me to get good. It was like the first time I got like that Souls or Elden Ring feeling inside of an MMORPG with the boss fight. Not saying it was the best MMO fight, mechanics wise and everything like that, but in terms of the combat and the difficulty and dodging and everything like that, it was pretty fun. I would end up beating this boss as early as level 6 after about, I want to say 30 minutes of trying. Honestly, the fight felt really good, and I'll have that at the end of the video. But for now, let's get into more of the issues. The game, while being an open world, really just felt like an MMO light to me, a lot of instancing, maybe no player trading, and not much open world PvP is planned. I know they had the auction house trading, but I don't know, just something about it didn't really scream MMO to me at all times, but we'll see. Maybe some of you had a different experience. The New World comparisons are very common the more you play, and they became even more common after the beta weekend, as players started to notice that it's more than just a feeling of New World. Some things besides the combat just feels too familiar. And well, after the weekend, a lot of controversy has sparked as users started finding that the New World open world forts had an actual clone inside of Chrono Odyssey. I mean, maybe this is a little bit of exaggeration, but it looked like an almost one-to-one comparison. Like, the inspiration there is quite clear, like almost like you can sue. It's like kind of to that level. And if you don't remember, these are the open world forts in New World you can capture, but they were also used in the instance wars. It's literally the fort you go to and then there's like a camp out front. Well, it was the same thing in this. I'm just gonna play you this clip from Solid FPS, link in the description. I saw this morning at work and I was just dying laughing.
Literal siege camp from New World.
Is it really?
Before you attack, yeah.
Oh, are you timing yeah, someone invite me to party again, but like, yeah, if the castle's here, that means the siege camp should be across, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It fucking is, bro. Yeah, oh my god.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Oh my god.
What it looks like. Is this exactly copy paste?
Yeah, it's
pretty much, yeah.
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 Yeah, even the shops on the side by the door.
Yeah, you have 3 doors out, and this is where you stage your like attack, and then like you go fight the other 50 people on the other side. It's literally this, yeah.
You even have this platform in this table right here?
Yep.
Really?
Oh my god.
It's 1-to-1, bro.
Holy shit.
Like, even to when you go outside
Why would it, like,
front.
dude, hold on, bro. When I asked him, what games did you take inspiration from? Why did he not say New World?
So yeah, honestly, this is really not a good look, and I know it's not DOA because of this, but it certainly isn't a good look as it's too similar to be a coincidence, right? Like, you already had people saying New World Part 2 and then players go and find this, but considering the fact that the beta didn't feel like something that could release this year, and then you add the fact that players don't even trust the developers to not make it pay to win just because it's a Korean MMO, even after they keep trying to market and assure players that, you know, it's not going to be pay to win, no pay to win confirmed, things just aren't looking good. I personally think this project has potential if they, you know, iron up some of the jank, but I still think it's just way too optimistic to think a 2025 release is the best way to go. I know we are supposedly playing a much older build, and obviously, once again, to preface, this is just the beta and we didn't get to see every feature or all of the world, but I'd like to see a little bit more personally. However, there aren't too many action combat MMOs, so I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this one, as I did like the foundation of the combat. I don't foresee the hype train coming back though for a while after the derailing of this hype train happened over the beta weekend, but I hope the preface of this being a beta will in fact save it and players give it another chance, and the next beta weekend they just are absolutely smashing expectations and give us a much closer to actual build, you know? Plus, the developer video that they showed is really good, showing the upcoming features and everything like that, so there could still be a gem there if people just, you know, look past that whole New World plagiarism thing. But comment your thoughts below. Did you get a chance to play this beta weekend? If so, what are your thoughts? And if you didn't, what's your thoughts based off the gameplay? If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button as it helps others to find it, and make sure you're subscribed. Thank you to all of our Twitch subs, YouTube channel members, and if you would like to support the channel and videos like this, a link in the description to YouTube channel membership, Patreon, and Twitch subs is available. I'm going to leave you all with the first boss fight, which I found really fun, and it was the highlight of the beta weekend for me. I am going to have to change the music because, well, you guys know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been nice.